Throughout all of human history, from Adam and Eve at the beginning of creation up until around the year 1900, children around the ages of 10 to 12 quickly transition into adults. But then in the year 1900, a man named G. Stanley Hall came up with this word adolescence. And it was inspired by Darwinian evolutionism. And basically what it says is, just as we evolve from primates, our children evolve, and we need to give them more time to evolve. And we need to break them up in age-based peer groups. And from the age of 10 until adulthood, they aren't children, they aren't adults, they're just youth. They're just evolving. Many people don't realize that the word teenager, for instance, didn't exist until the year 1935. And it was a word that came into being because for the first time in history, kids weren't growing up, and society at that time didn't know what to do about it. Now we're unfortunately very used to it. But back then they said, why aren't our kids growing up? And they called them teenagers. Well, guess what? Those kids weren't growing up because they were not expected to. Even today, adolescence no longer stops at 18. Now the latest articles say it's not until 27 that our children are fully formed adults. So guess what? That's more years that we can expect them to just play video games, be leeches at home, and just not be that responsible. Guess what, parents? Whatever you expect your child to do, they will do. And the worst consequence of adolescence and its pagan roots is this expectation that our children are going to rebel. It's called a teenage time bomb. That around the age of 15, 16, and people say it to me, they say, Jared, your children are so well behaved, but just wait. Because once they hit around 15, 16, they're going to rebel. Well, guess what? If I expect them to do that, they will. So parents, don't expect your children to rebel. Expect them to follow God. Put that expectation on them that son, daughter, there's no reason why you cannot today be a mature man, woman of God. We are going to show you how as parents, and we are going to protect you from the bad company that corrupts good morals, and you are going to excel. You are not going to be part of the problem, but instead part of the solution. You are not going to be the product of evolutionary thinking, but you are going to be the product of the teachings of Holy Scripture.